good soup.
I feel like I need oil in my body.
Need a good oil change for your body?
Grease up my joints.
What? So you need a massage?
I could use one, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a nice deep massage.
That's kind of what it is, right? Getting an oil change?
Yeah.
I've never gotten an oil
Spa
change.
day?
Yeah.
Never gotten an oil change?
No.
Really?
I'm just running on whatever
This
I
guy's
was
burning
born with.
fumes right
Yeah, right. I'm on E.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't get oil changes. You're constantly on E. I'm surprised that thing even drives.
Well, we were talking about like a metaphor for life,
Oh,
which
Wait, what are
could
you
also
talking about?
apply.
talking about his fucking car.
I'm talking about my body.
Yeah, we were talking about it like our physical bodies.
Oh.
This kid's running lactic acid right now.
My car is messed up. You're really not supposed to drive it on E, because apparently it fucks up the engine.
Oh, yeah.
I've been on E for about 14
We're
months.
going to the movies one day. He's like, I gotta go pick up Stu. So he picks up Stu, and the whole time I'm like peeking over at the gas tank, and I'm like, are we gonna make it? Like, do you need to stop and get gas? He's like, nah, trust me, I got this.
I started laughing at him.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, put on your seatbelt.
Yeah.
So we go to pick up Stu, go to the
Gasses it
movies,
up more.
drop off Stu, and get back home. Like, all on E. Either your gauge is broken, or I
Is
don't
the
know
AC
what's
running?
going on.
For the heat?
Probably.
Oh, AC was blasting. Yeah, it was only like 70 degrees out. It's because I just know from experience.
It's that Seinfeld episode, man. When Kramer's taking the test car. Not the test car, he's taking the car out to see how long he can go
Yeah.
while on E.
How long does he last?
He goes a while, yeah.
I went to Roosevelt Field Mall and back on E.
What?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even risk
That's
that.
absurd.
Just
You're
get
bugging,
gas.
dude.
There's a gas station literally 2 seconds from your house.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Nerd Soup Podcast. I don't like the way I did that. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to
Yeah,
another
fuck sounded
episode.
dead inside.
mellow.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another. No, I
NPR.
gotta say it lower. Hello, everybody.
I'll do it.
Welcome back to. You got it? Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Nerd Soup Podcast. I am Bo Oliver, joined today by Aaron, the Nerd Soup Monkey, and Teddy. Ted, how you doing?
Doing good, man.
Okay. And yeah, we're talking about topics in the world of movies and
Next
TV.
how I was doing.
You're fine. Endgame getting a re-release with additional scenes. That's interesting. Space Jam cast announced. Space Jam 2. Hunger Games prequel. Not excited for that. And apparently Far From Home is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really good.
Well, I think I added a couple topics.
Yeah, Marvel is trying to cast Keanu in every role ever.
Yes.
I love it.
Apparently, Kevin Feige's like, we talk to him for every
Yo,
movie. That's pretty funny. And also, we have fan questions to answer from our listeners. If you're still out there, hello.
No, with that Keanu Reeves story, it's funny with the scripts he's chosen. Why he's not taking a Marvel script yet.
He's like, I don't know, this Wachowski movie.
I can't pull the trigger on it.
Right? You guys aren't that battle-tested. I'm Keanu Reeves, okay? I know a hit when I see one. Moon Knight. And you guys can listen to us on SoundCloud at the Nerd Soup Podcast and iTunes at the Nerd Soup Podcast and Spotify. We're on Spotify. So send us your questions at NerdSoup4U on Twitter, NerdSoup4U@gmail.com, Nerd Soup Monkey, Teddy Nerd Soup. And let's get right into it. First topic
Marissa's
here.
on Twitter.
Yeah, but her @name is I can't call it off the top of my head.
Yeah, no mention of
No
Nerd
plug.
Soup. on
She's
the
got
app.
numbers in there.
So she's one of those.
Yeah, she's a
There's
number.
no numbers. I think it's
No,
just.
there's no numbers.
I think it's Purple Girl NS, but like nothing says Nerd Soup on it. So it's like,
That's rude.
yeah.
Yeah, she's just Marissa.
And Spider-Man is her avatar.
I'm telling you, she's the Frank Ocean. She's a Jace. So, first topic here. Endgame getting a re-release.
Oh, I forgot you already said.
Oh, wow, that never came out.
Yeah,
No.
on the other podcast.
Marissa, let me take a step back here. Marissa is the Frank Ocean of Nerd Soup. And that we're Odd Future, but we kind of embarrass her. And she's, she puts out hits. Channel Orange, Blonde. Classics. Let's talk about Endgame here. Endgame is getting a re-release. They're making that push for Avatar, man. And apparently there are some additional scenes, deleted scenes.
So what, do you think Disney wants a movie in the theaters at all times this year?
They're like, you know what? Endgame is in theaters forever.
Yeah.
Just keep coming back to see it.
Fucking Avatar did it. Why not?
That is true.
Avatar went back and they made 10 million, I think.
Well, they need like 27 million?
45.
They need 45?
Yeah. Right now it's sitting at 2.743 billion worldwide.
Okay, yeah, 45.
45 million behind.
I'm sure the Marvel fans will like. I don't think that Avatar had like a fucking.
I think
And there's a number to reach. Like Avatar is like,
Yeah.
oh, I'll put it back out. So if anyone wants to go see it, go see
yeah,
it.
exactly.
Now it's like, yo, we're only 40 million down. Let's get together. Let's all go. And we're getting bonus scenes, and we have a number to catch. I think they got it.
I think it might do 2.743
Who are you,
billion
Mel
again.
Kiper? The way you broke that down. It's like, we got a number to catch, you know? They're all going to be banded together.
The internet's like, let's go Marvel. Let's
Did you
do
get laid?
this. No.
Okay. That was very, that was,
He's upbeat. I like it.
yeah,
I like
that-
it though.
but that positive, yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe that will happen.
I'm just saying, that's what happens.
They said it's gonna
Fan
be.
bases go crazy. Like they galvanize each other. They got like, let's do this. Let's take down the fucking blue aliens. No offense, but
He's a cricket.
from space.
From space.
Okay.
To space.
You don't even know the
You're
lore.
from space?
Yeah, well, we all are from space, right?
I'm not.
No, I thought. Oh,
Well, Earth
save
is
it
in
for the-
He's genetically altered.
for the nerd soup
I said that
wiki.
really weird.
What is
update
he?
The post.
Genetically altered.
It's a whole story. He came down to Earth, saw me at the zoo, did some, like a Rocket Raccoon thing, ruined my life, ripped me away from my family, and he's like, "Yeah, watch movies and TV," and now I'm here. Fucked up shit. But yeah, what was I saying? Avatar. Fuck Avatar. Let's do it.
They came out and said what this is gonna contain, and it's just a deleted scene at the end of the movie. Like it's a few surprises, a tribute,
I think
and
it's 8 minutes more.
a new post-credit scene. But it's not even like they're incorporating this deleted scene into the movie. It's just after the movie's over.
Yeah, it's not like a director's cut.
Yeah, it's like a Blu-ray disc.
That's fine because I don't want to cut out there with the deleted scene because they said that they didn't delete much. That their final cut was,
If any, I don't think.
Yeah. So maybe it was a scene that they went back and reshot and said maybe we could add this to the movie, but it's already long enough.
Like maybe like the end of like, do they do this still? I don't think I've seen it in a while. But like at the end of Rush Hour, they would have like the outtakes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
yeah.
love that.
Yeah, those are always funnier for
Yeah, those are the greatest
My
things.
favorite one when he's like, it's Rush Hour 2, when he knocks him out in the window. He's like, damn, he's not going to be in Rush Hour 3.
That's one of the classic outtakes. Like gag reels. They usually put them on the Blu-rays,
Mhm.
but they don't really show them at the end of movies anymore. It's kind of a lost tradition.
The gag reel. Love them. Big
Ja-
gag reel guy.
That's part of the charm of Rush Hour, man.
Mhm.
Those gag reels,
Mhm.
because Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan were so good together.
Do you guys think that
There's a
these...
Stan Lee tribute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, new tribute. Like, do you think this is going to be enough? I mean, besides what you think, that they'll go just to do it. Do you think it'll be enough to get the 45 million?
No, I don't think there's enough.
Want to bet? I got
wanna
the
see this.
I got the true trial. They're ready to run through a fucking wall after that.
What do you want to bet?
I don't know. Teddy, you make the stakes.
All right, I'll think about it. I'll get back into it.
Oh my god, the stakes are gonna be fucking dire. Yeah, I don't see them doing it. I think it's just too much of a hurdle to get to 45 million, 278 worldwide, right? Well, 288 worldwide. 2,888.
Yeah.
One of those numbers. It's a lot.
You know what's funny is that Fox owns both. So Fox is getting the big.
Well, Disney owns both.
Yeah, right on. What's funny is that Disney owns both. And
Fox
Fox
he's going to leave it in anyway.
No, don't leave that in.
It's staying
I
in.
might.
You know what I'm getting at.
We know.
You know
It's-
what I'm getting
It's
at.
an easy mistake to make. Disney just bought Fox. Avatar used to be a part of Fox. It's
Yeah.
it's an easy mistake, Ted.
Well, Fox is getting the big. Put it that way.
Are you on ketamine?
Disney
It's
is
a di-
getting the bag.
Yeah.
That's twice.
Now I'm getting all flustered.
Are you on mushrooms right now?
No.
Okay. Because you look flustered, honestly.
I'm flustered.
Yeah, but you
I'm
always.
starting to sweat.
But that's like your Teddy look. You're always flustered.
Do you think it'll help too that Spider-Man is getting released around the same time as this would be coming out? I assume.
That's another thing I wanted to say. Is that isn't it gonna hurt? Like with Endgame going back in and they have all these movies coming out. I wonder if that's gonna hurt them.
I don't think so because all these people already seen Endgame. I think if you're an average moviegoer and you want to see either or, you're not going to go see Endgame for a second time.
Yeah.
You'll see Spider-Man. But I think for like big Marvel fans, Spider-Man's coming out, Endgame's back in theaters. Maybe just watch that and then go right into Spider-Man, build the
Yeah.
hype back a little.
Yeah, Spider-Man's getting a lot of good reviews here. Far From Home.
That's great. I've been hearing it's better than Homecoming, and I really
Yeah.
liked Homecoming.
Well, some people have been coming out and saying that it's better than Spider-Man 2, the Raimi Spider-Man movies.
That's tough.
Yeah, and when people admit that, because people consider that to be, it's like The Godfather 2 for superhero movies. There's kind of a divide in the superhero fandom with those old Raimi movies. They feel a little dated when you go back and watch them.
I think it's more because they're one of the first ones.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
I still enjoy that dated feeling sometimes because it's like you're watching it and it brings you back to when it was made. Like I'm rewatching Twin Peaks and it's very 90s and kind of campy at sometimes, and I fucking love that because I feel like it just brings you back to that time it was made.
Yeah, that's kind of why I like. Yeah, that's why I like those first two Spider-Man movies. I like Spider-Man 3 actually. It kind of feels retro when you watch it, saying, "Oh, this is if Rami was making films in the 2010s after the wave of superhero movies, those movies would probably look a lot more grittier." And actually, those movies get kind of dark, man. That fucking final battle with Green Goblin.
Yeah.
They were both leaking blood and shit. He gets stabbed with his own glider. No, but they kind of have a retro feel. But Far From Home, Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man. Jake Gyllenhaal is a great actor. And apparently they steal the show.
Yeah, I heard their chemistry is great. I heard all the chemistry is great.
Yeah.
There's a lot of surprises too.
Yeah. And I also saw that the post-credit scene is a must-watch.
Yeah, I wonder what that could be. Maybe
Too early for X-Men.
I don't even know what that could be.
opening up the universe here
You think so?
with some of the Fox people. That would be weird.
Well, that you would have to have casting already. The movie was already almost finished before.
Oh,
this
they
news
can make a
went
scene
out.
tomorrow.
I'm thinking Keanu Reeves is in it.
Just as Keanu Reeves is playing himself.
Wolverine.
Oh, boy.
Hey,
He would make a...
Bub.
No, if Keanu was in, I think he'd be Silver Surfer.
Yeah, no way. You
Yeah,
wasted
he would.
Keanu and Silver Surfer.
No, he would.
Beast?
Actually, you know what? Keanu is Silver Surfer. He doesn't have to talk much. He's Silver.
Yeah.
Well, Silver Surfer does talk. He just didn't talk in that Fantastic Four movie. He would be a great Moon Knight. Mark Spector. Moon Knight is such a weird, fucked up character, and he has the best face for confusion.
Because like they were trying to get him for Eternals, but apparently they're just trying to get him for anything now.
Yeah.
Just get him in the Marvel universe.
So and for years too. Do you think it's something where he was doing John Wick, and we're probably going to get another couple of those movies where I don't want to be in two franchises?
Maybe.
But I'm like, at this point, get the fucking
But he-
bag, man.
But he came out and said that he wants to be a part of a Marvel movie or like a movie like Marvel where it's given audience like the.
Well, does he want to be a one-off, or does he want to be a recurring character?
If I'm him, I want to be a current character.
I mean, he's at the career where he's at the probably his peak, which is crazy to say after the Matrix years and all that. Like he's
After
been
like a 40-year career.
yeah, he's
seems like.
been around for a while now. He's at his peak, especially with social media, and capitalize on that, man. Get the fucking bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is weird to say. And he's 54 years old, I think, so I don't know if he necessarily wants to sign up for multiple roles. Maybe a villain role. You probably don't want to cast him as a villain because he's become like America's hero these past couple of months.
People like a good villain nowadays.
Yeah. I still say Moon Knight. I think that would be
Is
the
it
best role.
Moonlight
for
like
him.
a Batman?
Yeah. Why'd you say it like that?
54. I don't know. But then John Wick, so.
Yeah, are you kidding me? Did you see John Wick? No, he's like maybe he can be an older Moon Knight. Well, I don't know. Just put him in something. He's Keanu Reeves, and we all love him. We just knocked out 3 topics pretty quick there.
Yeah, we did. You know, it'd be dope to see him as the Punisher. But like, if they can,
But they have a Punisher.
I know. But if they can like recast it and making Keanu Reeves the Punisher.
John Wick.
just John Wick is.
Yeah, but for Marvel,
Do they have like a sharpshooter type guy? Like a Deadshot or something like that?
Hawkeye.
Well, he's a bow and arrow. I'm talking
You talking guns?
guns.
Cats?
I'm trying to think in Marvel. I'm not sure.
I'm sure they do, but I don't really.
Yeah, Punisher.
Bullseye?
He's a
Bullseye,
villain.
yeah, that could
He's
be
a
good.
villain,
But
though.
yeah, Bullseye is also casted as well in Daredevil season 3.
Remember what? That's irrelevant though. Those are all canceled. They're done. Recast. Remember when Bullseye, they tried to set up a Daredevil 2 with Bullseye at the end? When he's
Yeah,
in the
when-
hospital covered in like cast and like a fly is going around. He snipes one with like a paperclip.
What?
It's like Bullseye.
Bullseye. Yeah, that was one of those like Green Lantern where Sinestro gets the yellow ring,
Mm-hmm.
and it's never happened.
What? I used to love that movie.
Green Lantern?
No, Daredevil when I was a kid. Evanescence, maybe?
Yo.
Ooh.
People try to say, "Oh, that Daredevil movie's not that bad." It's pretty bad.
I haven't rewatched in a while, but him and Michael Clark Duncan, it's raining, and he's using that, and I'm like, yeah, Ben.
John Favreau was happy.
What?
Yeah, John Favreau. It's happy whatever. No. Foggy. He's Foggy.
Yeah. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Look at that.
And then the church, and he's using the bells, and Daredevil's like, ah.
You know, it feels like Daredevil is like one of the,
And he uses the
for me,
playing cards in the bar, and he's
Hardest to
playing
believe.
darts. Fuck yeah.
Why? It's hardest to leave.
to believe.
I don't know. I like Daredevil. I like the idea of
saw an article.
I like the idea. I'm just saying it's really hard to believe.
Someone made
what
an
he
article
does.
recently that he's like the best written comic book character of all time or something like that.
He is. He's one of my favorite Marvel characters. I don't know. Don't you ever
fucking
think
Marvel,
about being
dude.
blind and
I know.
then all your other senses get enhanced?
Yeah, but to be a crime fighter?
So he's also a good lawyer, so
Yeah.
that helps him.
To fight crime?
No, him being able to
double
tell if
entendre?
somebody's lying
Oh.
can kind of manipulate people. Double entendre. Don't you mean double identity?
No, I mean, he fights crime.
What?
He's a lawyer and he's fighting crime.
Oh, wow, that went over my head. Holy shit. Ted Z.
Wasn't he a defense attorney?
That was a bar. Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fighting crime.
Yeah, you're fighting the crime of being wrongly
Yeah, you
accused.
help
Yeah,
him.
okay. Daredevil, huh?
So now we're on Daredevil topic?
Yes,
Daredevil topic
Daredevil. The philosophy of being Daredevil. For all the franchises that I've never said I wanted a prequel to, Hunger Games has to be at the very top of me never mentioning it.
Have you seen Hunger Games?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember I saw the. No,
I
I
like
like them, but they're okay. It's good enough young adult storytelling where I can enjoy it. It's just gladiator fighting and
I'm gonna like to see how bad society was to make him think that the Hunger Games was the solution to this, to everything.
No, really go well. Well, it's a
Like
better.
the Purge.
Speaking of prequels, and I'll go back to the Hunger Games. Did you see the Kingsman title for the prequel?
no
Guess the name of the Kingsman prequel.
Kingsman First Class.
Kingsman. They just took the original name and separated it.
Oh no! Why would they do that?
I don't know.
Kingsman.
Yeah. So they all right, this is the name we got, and some genius, big brain in the old studio was like,
Unless it is a story about one guy.
I have no idea.
It's the original Kingsman.
Yeah.
The Kingsman.
The OG.
Yeah.
Who's man? The Kingsman.
I like the idea of a Kingsman prequel. Even
No,
though
I like the first one.
the second one is a brutal movie to watch. It's bad. Have you ever seen the second one?
I haven't seen Kingsman.
What?
Yeah.
Kingsman's awesome. The second one was just like, hey, fuck it, let's just vamp it up to 12 and see what happens. You get a mediocre movie that way.
Yeah, we saw what happened.
But I like the Hunger Games. I like the first couple. I think I saw the first 3. I don't think I seen the last one, but I like the first 2.
The 4 films made $3 billion at the box office.
The second one is the best one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The first 2 are good. They're just good movies. The third one, when they split the final book, big mistake because there wasn't enough source material. The part 2 is bad. Part 1 is one of the worst movies I've ever seen of the Hunger Games. That's a movie where literally nothing happens. I think PETA gets captured, right?
No.
And they make him go crazy at the sight of Katniss. That was
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
There was no plot development, nothing with the whole battle between, and then the twist that Julianne Moore is the bad guy. Stupid.
I didn't see it yet.
Thanks.
Sorry about that.
No, I've always was interested though in the lore and just what Teddy said, what and I know they talk about it, but just that world always interests me a little bit, where they got to the point where we're gonna take people from all these districts and have them kill each other on live TV.
So the description that she came out with was that it's 65 years before the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
And then
I think the 10th Hunger Games.
Yeah, and then it's the 10th Hunger Games and the formation of society and how it all came together.
That's when it's good. You know when they talk about baseball, it's a different game.
Yeah.
Back when I was growing up, that was baseball.
Back in Hunger Games, you were
this is-
using sticks.
The 10th Hunger Games. That's when it was the Hunger Games.
I was whittling my own bow and arrow out there.
All the
all about
analytics ruined it.
I wonder what kind of weapons they were using back then. It was just sticks and stones, right?
I had
No machetes, no guns, bare
It's
hands.
still in the,
No, the
it's still in
technology
the
is-
future.
Yo,
It's
the technology is ridiculous.
not
too.
Was it no, it
not
wasn't.
Stone Age versus Bronze Age. And,
No, that's the thing. The Hunger Games sparked a technological revolution because everybody just got their shit together. It's like if North Korea worked. So it's like if
It would
1980.
force America to step it up a little bit.
Right, yeah. It's like somebody implemented 1984 and it just ended up working. But then there were also some people that were poor and they were like, we need to stop this. And they ruined society. That would be a twist. That society got better because of the Hunger Games.
I think they had they didn't have football or anything.
Oh, at that point, no, you're not watching fucking. There's kids killing each other. Nothing can ever compete with that.
That's true.
Well, she said the book's coming out in 2020, so I don't even. Is this just talks of making the movie,
I don't know. But
or is it if she's gonna write the book, we're gonna do the movie?
I've seen in the past, studios and TV companies don't wait for books. They're just gonna make what they can,
Why does
especially if
that
they own
happen?
the property.
That's kind of what J.K. Rowling did. Didn't write the Fantastic Beasts books and just went straight to the movies.
Oh, that worked very well.
No, it didn't.
I'd be interested in it. Get R, get gritty with it.
It's not going to be rated R.
These kids just fuck
Are you
each other
kidding me?
up.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. R-rated Hunger Games. It's a Gladiator, really.
Bring back Jennifer Lawrence and they
Has
go.
Lionsgate had anything besides Twilight and Hunger Games?
They don't have a lot of hits there.
No, they don't.
You think Disney can bless them? Like, here, take Fantastic Four. Let's see what you can do with it. Still part of the MCU. Yeah, no, that's a studio where, well, we were talking about this before the podcast, is Disney a monopoly for owning all these franchises and IPs. But, Lionsgate be better.
I don't think it is. I think it's just Disney is just a tyrant. They're just that much better than everyone.
Yeah, they're just ruthless.
Can you blame them? It's like, no, they're making money.
But the
never
Lionsgate thing,
stop.
see, there are a lot of comic books out there that have not been adapted to movies and television. So there's an opportunity if people want to look past Marvel and DC to find other content. But they don't, because they don't want to take chances on it.
I feel like nowadays superhero movies are in, so you really should
Well,
take a look.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
yeah, they're just
If you
not.
want to make some money.
What's interesting is the story about Christopher Nolan, that his new movie is going to have a $240 to $260 million working budget. So that's a filmmaker where, hey, this is something that just came out of my head. Give me money.
Did you just download the new PowerPoint software with those transitions?
Right? That's awesome. That this guy's got to be the big. That makes
How much
him.
trust do you put in them? That's crazy.
Yeah, he's the biggest A-list director working today.
Yeah. That's like somebody where
He's the star of the movie.
it transcends like this film Twitter, then you have pretentious film lovers, general audience, people who just know fucking Dark Knight, and they all know Christopher Nolan.
And it's funny, too, because Christopher Nolan, I'm a big defender of Nolan. He's in my top 10 all-time, top 5 of the 21st century, without a doubt. He's a good filmmaker, and he gets too much shit. And what happened? The thing that still pisses me off is the way people responded to Interstellar. Like, he was a bad filmmaker because of the whole love is the one thing in the universe that connects us. Murph! Like, okay, so he went all out and made a 3-hour space epic, and it wasn't perfect.
I liked Interstellar, though.
I love Interstellar.
It's good.
By no means a perfect movie, but everybody wanted it to be, and then they were upset when it wasn't.
What, everyone wants back
People were
Apollo
like,
13?
this is going to be 2001 Jace.
Yeah, but visually still, on 4K,
What kind of film is this supposed to be? Like a detective noir type, or?
I have no idea.
That's what I
I've
thought.
heard a lot of things about it.
Yeah.
I like the idea when it was a sci-fi romance crime movie.
Was it that?
Remember that? But then that was shot down.
Okay.
That sounds amazing.
Right now it's just John David Washington. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, John David Washington,
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson,
And.
that actress, who was Elizabeth Debicki.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Aaron Tyler Johnson and maybe Michael Caine. Yeah, okay.
Michael Caine. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, I knew that one. So, good cast.
Like cocaine.
And
Pattinson's in this, too.
I said that.
No, we said that.
Oh.
There you go. You on the IMDb? See.
So, I mean, Nolan's someone where I don't even need to know anything about it. I don't even need to know a cast. Even though a cast can raise interest. It's just Nolan movie. Yeah, I'm there.
It says right here it's action, drama, thriller. That's perfect.
Sounds about Nolan.
Yeah. High budget, though, for just
It's a
your...
massive budget. What kind of movie is this going to be?
I guess Inception is
Oh, here
kind
we
of, you can say, action, drama, thriller type movie. And
The plot is currently unknown. The project is described as an action epic revolving around the world of international espionage.
Oh my God! $240 million. So we're getting like
What's this guy gonna do?
it's only a rumor, but if that's true, I mean,
I
what
don't
did
know.
Endgame? $300 for $300 million for Endgame?
No, more than that. But this
Yeah.
is like first Avengers territory, which is still insane. Like 220 worldwide. I mean 220 budget.
Besides Dark Knight, what's this like? What did Interstellar? What did Inception?
Interstellar made, I want to say, in like 850.
Yeah.
Interstellar, I want to say, was in like the 600s or 700s.
Guess what
Dunkirk?
Endgame's budget was?
What?
500.
No.
What? Who?
Guess what Endgame's budget was?
410.
356.
Oh, Ed marketing. It's 410.
You think so?
I hope so.
And marketing's probably like 450, honestly.
Makes my fucking answer sound better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dunkirk made a lot for a war movie, especially. I'm pretty sure it made like 400, 500 million worldwide.
It was a summer movie too. That probably propped it up a little bit.
Yeah, and his biggest is The Dark Knight Rises. So he hasn't failed. He has not failed at the box office yet, and he comes out with these original ideas, like an Inception, like an Interstellar, and they make money, and they're well received. So I can understand why. And he's got a good relationship with Warner Brothers too. I mean, what he did with the Dark Knight
fuck
franchise. Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you agree, but do you think Nolan changed the course of superhero movies? I feel like he made, like with The Dark Knight Rises, he made what superhero movies are now.
I think it's less of I don't think The Dark Knight is as influential as other people think. I think The Dark Knight was influenced by a lot of movies that came before it that said we can make this serious, and then The Dark Knight just did it the best. So I think it's the peak. I think superhero movies were already trending towards being more dramatic, taking the lore more seriously, because even Iron Man came out that same year. Iron Man is very much an adult movie.
Well, also, I attribute it to both the Dark Knight trilogy and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because they're two very different, but they have some of the same aspects and kind of set a new standard for what to expect from a comic book movie, where you kind of got people who were like, The Dark Knight was great, but don't try to replicate that in other DC EU films, because it's hard to replicate that aspect of it. But you could take bits and pieces of that and kind of take those parts that were sort of revolutionary for that genre and apply them to other movies while still taking some Spider-Man stuff. Because that's even before then. And
X-Men. X-Men is 2000.
And all those movies kind of paved the way for, maybe we can take some of the darker elements and blend it with some of the more campy, more superhero type elements of those movies. And that's kind of what the MCU is. Because you have the serious moments, you have some maybe darker moments, but it's still at times very campy and ridiculous.
Yeah, The Dark Knight has camp in it too. The Dark Knight is very similar in tone.
Though.
No, not a lot, but there are scenes in The Dark Knight that are it's done very well. It's like the perfectly written comic book movie.
There's also really dark scenes in The Dark Knight, though.
There are
Breaking
dark
news.
scenes.
New York Knicks draft R.J. Barrett, number 3.
Oh, that's happening right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, dude.
I told you, 7:30.
We talked about pausing the podcast.
Said he said 8.
I forgot.
That's awesome though.
I love it. Let's go. Who won 2?
Morant, right?
Morant. What, Mormon? Morant. Zion.
And who went number
What a
1?
shame,
That
man.
Darius point guard guy.
Yeah, the Knicks were like scouting him. Like, what are you
I hate
doing?
the fucking Knicks.
Could you imagine if Zion dropped a 3 and the Knicks didn't get him?
They're like, you know what? Then there's something off about it. This is a red flag.
I like RJ, man. I'm happy. That's a great pick.
It is.
Speaking of basketball, Space Jam.
That was on purpose.
No, I
transitions
broke the
today have
news.
just been unbelievable. The transition gods are smiling down on us.
Calls the Warriors because our transitions are fucking
Terrible. Yeah. Now you just fucked it up.
We had it going.
We had
Went
a
too
good
far.
thing going, man.
Wow.
Space Jam 2, so the lineup is going to be LeBron, Damian Lillard, Davis, Diana Taurasi, and who's the final one?
It's CP3 and Clay.
Clay Thompson. And CP3 is going to be in it.
Is he? I don't think so.
Yeah, he is.
I thought it was Taurasi was the 5th one, which I love.
Last
That's
I
actually
looked up, it was CP3, AD, Clay,
You
and
can have 2
Lillard.
point guards on the team. What kind of operation are they running over there?
well, Chris Paul's more like a decoy now.
Chris Paul might be like a coach or something like that.
It would be funny if the alien who stole Chris Paul's powers couldn't get by his man. He's like, why am I so slow?
He hits a fadeaway from the elbow.
Yeah, that's all he does.
Turn around fade.
Posts him up at the half court.
But Clay just tore his ACL though. Well, what's gonna happen with him?
CGI.
He's gonna be in a wheelchair the whole time.
Well, that's the thing. He doesn't have to play, right? He just well, it depends on how they're going to tell the story.
Yeah, Diana
It's a reboot, right?
Taurasi.
CP3 is in it, right?
Yeah, I think so. Chris Paul. And sorry if I mispronounce these names. Shiny and Nika Agwumike. So I think they're WNBA players. So
Okay.
I like that. Getting a mix of both. It's kind of something where it could be a film for everybody. And
Yeah. All of them are good actors too.
Yeah.
With their commercials, I like it. They're funny.
Twitter's already making jokes like, oh, like the WNBA players, but they'll fucking if you play one of them, they'll fucking.
Yeah.
Didn't you and Stu used to say that, right? When you guys trained basketball, like you would play with the girls that were going like to big colleges, and they would fucking.
We
dice
trained
you
with
guys
one
up.
girl named Sammy Perales. She went to Ohio State and then she played for Phoenix. She played with Taurasi, I think. Yeah, she used to fuck up all the guys in high school.
Yeah.
Because she was going to be a professional women's player playing against high school kids who maybe went D2 or D3.
Mm-hmm.
And she was better than us.
So yeah, they all are pretty good at. Like Chris Paul, he's not that great in the State Farm commercials and the Men in Black ones that they had during the finals, but I guess he's competent enough. Anthony Davis too is in those commercials. I think Lillard's probably the biggest personality
He's the best actor out of all of them.
Yeah.
LeBron's a good actor too. He was great in Trainwreck.
Yes.
So he's capable.
I'm surprised.
Better actor than Jordan.
I know Curry has his own show out, but I'm surprised he's not in this.
LeBron asked him and he said no.
That's I think that's like a ego thing where if I'm gonna be in your movie when I think I'm probably, and Curry probably thinks he's better than LeBron.
Yeah.
So
I saw another stat too. Like the top 9. Skip said this. The top 9 players NBA sales aren't in the movie. That's weird.
Well, I think it's when the first one came out. Who was the second most popular player? Well, he had Ewing and Barkley. So this
Muggsy Bogues.
Right, and
Patrick, you said Ewing.
And
who was that tall white guy?
Yeah, Sean Bradley.
Yeah. Wasn't there a Johnson in there?
Larry Johnson.
Yeah.
So it wasn't necessarily the best players. Barkley was probably the second best player in the league at that point.
They're known players though.
Known players, right? But you got Davis.
Yeah, it's Sean Bradley. That's crazy. That's like
Well, they went for
you ain't
more
an
of.
athlete, you're Sean Bradley. Come on.
It was like uniqueness. It was get Sean Bradley, you get Muggsy Bogues. It's kind of funny when the aliens steal their powers. You get this huge alien, then you kind of have this little alien. A Muggsy Bogues, if he was here, he'd say he was 5'5".
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that none of those arguments didn't come out.
What's it going to be?
No.
Like, are they going to steal the powers, or I just want them to play? You can't.
Well, there was an idea that it was a reboot, right?
Yeah.
I hope it's not a reboot.
I would very much like it to be a continuation of the.
Yeah.
Even if it is, don't
Space
make it
Jam
the same
universe.
thing where they take all the powers and LeBron has to lead the Looney Tunes. But I guess that's the only way you can do it, because why else would you have these stars?
Yeah.
You can't just have the star. Maybe the stars play the Looney Tunes. I don't know. Who's guarding LeBron? Bugs can't fucking guard him.
Yeah,
Daffy,
but-
get out of here.
I don't know. I'm taking Fudd. I'm taking Elmer Fudd.
Oh, you put a
Fud's the
Foghorn
LeBron
Leghorn on
stopper?
LeBron.
Foghorn Leghorn is the powerhouse 5.
You got him leaning on
There's
LeBron.
always a
in the post.
LeBron stopper, like Kawhi was a LeBron stopper. LeBron
Yeah.
dropped 28 a game on.
The Foghorn is the LeBron stopper.
He's gonna average like 33 on Foghorn. He's gonna be like, I locked him up, boy. I don't know about that, Foggy. I don't know. Elmer Fudd and
Elmer Fudd would bake Lillard.
the best is when Elmer Fudd did the Jordan dunk in Space Jam.
Yeah.
The funniest Space Jam joke is when Yosemite Sam and Elmer Fudd shoot the guy's teeth out.
Yeah.
Dressed like the Pulp Fiction dudes. I hope it's a continuation. And I don't want to see them playing the Looney Tunes. You want to...
Ah!
They're both fucking gadded up, son. Yosemite
They
Sam
lit
was-
him up.
Yeah, he had the quick trigger, Yosemite.
You know, Mike's secret stuff is water.
Yeah.
What do you think's LeBron's secret stuff?
It's
is
going to be red wine.
It-
They're all going to be... They're all going to be fucking drunk. They're going to be sheeshing it up. Daffy, once again, is not going to get a taste.
I was gonna say hair plugs.
Hair... Yo, that man's fucking hairline.
Yo.
That's a comeback.
Yes.
I
I love you, LeBron. Come on the pod.
love you, LeBron.
I always have your back.
Yo, I saw
I
the
tweeted, like-
funniest meme, dude, about KD and his
Yeah.
hair. You probably saw it. It's
No.
like they put it side by side the back of his head, and it was like kids playing football on like the grass field. It was so patchy.
He's got, yeah.
They did him so bad.
I was pretty drunk the other night when Anthony Davis got traded to the Lakers. So I'm like, oh, if you like, just joking around, like if you think Jordan is better than LeBron, unfollow me on Twitter. But I did delete the tweet because,
Yeah, I saw that.
It's
yeah.
like-
Were you getting unfollowed?
well, not maybe a few, but people were just like eviscerating. Like you can't even joke about LeBron versus Jordan anymore, or anything. Like,
Gets too serious.
yeah, I'm just like I was just trying to have fun, and people were like coming at me, so I had to come back at him like, oh, but LeBron did this, and I'm like, ah, this is fucking stupid. I'm deleting this tweet. It's like I don't care enough. I hope Space Jam 2 is better than Space Jam 1. It has better like Rotten Tomato scores and critic scores and audience scores, so people can use that in their LeBron debate.
You
It's
know
like,
what?
LeBron's better than Jordan. Look at these numbers.
I don't know. You know what?
And then you're gonna have the Jordan fans saying this movie fucking sucks.
I don't know if I would like Space Jam 2 to be better than Space Jam 1 because I love
It's
Space
going
Jam 1.
to be probably because Space Jam 1 is
That-
hated by like critics.
Space Jam
Even though
1 could
kids
probably
will-
go in my top 10, arguably.
Okay.
Your top 10 all-time movies?
I love Looney Tunes. I still watch Looney Tunes. I just bought the Boomerang.
They
subscription.
still all have the same voices because that will fucking piss me off. They all just have different voices because there's bugs, you know.
No, you get people who can do the Bugs Bunny voice. I don't know if the guy who did it for Space Jam still does it, but that's usually never a problem. They can usually, you find talented voiceover artists out there that can impersonate Bugs Bunny because that you go full impersonation. It's not of, oh, is it an impersonation or is it like the Rami Malek, Freddie Mercury thing? It's like, no, it's got to be a fucking impersonation. It's Bugs Bunny. It's a fictional rabbit.
Don't make it your own.
Don't, yeah.
It's like Elton John told
This is how I picture
Elton
Bugs
John
Bunny.
told Taron Egerton, make it your own. You can't do that for Bugs.
No.
Even though Elton John's an iconic person. And
He's no Bugs Bunny.
yeah, but it's like...
Who's more iconic, Bugs or Elton?
Bugs Bunny is the face of a goddamn... No,
Bugs,
it's got to be
right?
Bugs, yeah. He's Bugs Bunny.
Well, no, it's different. If like Elton John was an actor and could play Elton John, then he'd be like, oh yeah, no, you got to be Elton John. Don't make it your own. But it's Bugs Bunny. It's a cartoon that's been around for 50 years. You can't just change Bugs Bunny.
That's got to be a blessing, dude. Playing Bugs.
You have to buy another meal in your life.
No.
Just do
Well, I'll
the
tell you
voice.
what. If you look at the original Space Jam poster, Bugs Bunny has top billing. It says Bugs Bunny, Michael Jordan. So, there you go.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's Bugs' agent?
Michael Jordan was
And Ari
Bugs'
Gold.
Scottie Pippen. No, but I like the lineup. They should
Bugs
got
was
Shaq.
Batman and Jordan was Robin.
Yeah, Jordan was his
Race
Robin.
debate.
No, Jordan did win them that game though.
Yeah.
Talk about just like digging deep.
I wonder who's going to be the Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
I hope it's not Kevin Hart.
Kid. That,
If he runs in, it's
high
like, oh,
possibility.
LeBron, what, you need another player? Oh, no. That'd be funny if they all just hated him. No, he's the Newton. Kevin Hart's the Newton.
Yeah.
The Bill
Yo,
Murray-
they had Newton there.
Sorry. They did have Newton. He was like MJ's like his secretary. Or
I
something.
thought should be fun. I could
I
see
gotta
that
watch
coming.
Space Jam
This is
now.
like if Kevin Hart is in it, this is like it's gonna happen. He's gonna want to play. He's like, Ron, let me play. And someone's gonna get hurt, and they're gonna need him to play. It's like, well, you see, my knee, I got.
Oh
He's
yeah,
gonna
my
make
knee.
him-
My knee. I didn't get any of your special stuff. The bottle was empty.
See, with my ankle when I turn it,
Yeah.
it hurts a little, so I can't play. And
You don't have the spray. I hope he gets squished like Tweety Bird. No, with the little mouse. It's like, I love basketball. I always wanted to play
That's one of the
basketball.
funniest
Yeah,
parts.
that's Kevin Hart.
someone,
I don't when
someone ridiculous like Adam Sandler.
Who's like the modern Bill Murray of comedy? Where it's
Adam Sandler.
no, but Bill Murray's like
Oh, can I
beloved.
play here? I don't do a good Sandler, but
Woody Harrelson?
go play.
Woody Harrelson would be a good one.
Yeah.
Well, Adam Sandler is always balling up in all of his movies. You have Eight Crazy Nights.
I would love Adam Sandler.
That fucking that bank shot he's got in.
He didn't miss. He was a
Yeah.
miss. He missed it on purpose.
Well, he missed
What a
because he
guy.
wanted to just teach his son a lesson.
That's the
which
worst part about
begs
Adam
the question:
Sandler.
is he a better father or a basketball player? I don't know.
What?
It's close.
And
Is that
grown-ups,
he
yeah.
not only does he think he's funny, he thinks he's like really good at basketball, and it pisses me off. In Longest Yard,
Someone pass me the ball.
you know when he's playing.
good.
Who's the receiver in Longest Yard that he plays 1-on-1 against? Cowboy guy, Irving, Michael Irving,
Yeah,
and Chris
he
Rock
does
goes.
play base basketball on there too.
Yeah, he beats him 1-on-1. He beats Michael
No,
Irving.
he loses.
but he doesn't call fouls.
Yeah,
Showing
showing
that, like-
he basically won.
Yeah.
That guy was beaten half to death.
Well, he got
But Chris
Nelly.
Rock goes like,
He
can
got Nelly on the team after
yeah,
that.
he got
won.
Nelly. But
Yeah.
Chris Rock goes to Burt Reynolds. He's like, can he play basketball? He's like, of course. He's a natural athlete. Adam Sandler's a fucking natural athlete.
In the movie, he is.
waddling out there like a penguin.
Well,
yeah,
no,
but it doesn't. I've never.
Every
looked-
movie, he's like, I can ball up. And
Yeah,
he
every
has
mo-
to prove it.
it's basketball plays a central part in every. That's probably why he said no to Inglourious Bastards. He's like, can we play the Nazis in basketball?
Oh yeah,
Little
we're in
pickup
the
game
Bear
going.
Drew script, and he's coming out playing like Teddy Ball game, whacking the Nazi in the head. It's like, yeah, but what if I got a basketball
Just off the
and
easy.
I just fucking cross his ankles up pretty bad.
And then he dies.
Yeah.
He dies from ankle.
Tarantino's like,
But he
yeah.
actually breaks his ankle though. Like you see it.
Tarantino's
He
like,
thought about it. It's like, maybe we can.
Is that your Tarantino voice?
Yeah,
kind of sounds like your Adam Sandler voice.
all my voices.
We're not good at voices here.
No.
Good thing that we're animated cartoons. All right, let's move on to fan questions here because we've got some good ones. Let me just pull them up.
Shaq's definitely gonna be in it though.
Did you look at any?
Somebody here, Spencer, said, "What's the best song of 2001?" Spencer, how do you expect us to?
How old was I?
Ted's looking up 2001 Billboard Hot 100. You were 8.
Let me guess. Hanson was like 90s.
Let's see.
Backstreet Boys probably.
Wait. Look up what was the top song of 2001. Don't tell us, and I want to guess.
Okay.
They want to
Alright.
guess.
8.
I'm going to say top song of
In the
2000
club? No.
No, that's 2003.
Okay.
You'll never get
Bye.
Hanging by a Moment, Lifehouse is number one.
'Cause I'm real.
Oh, what?
Wait.
You talking real? Can you talk to the mic?
No. Let me blow your mind.
Nobody
Eve.
ever heard any of the songs that were on the top.
You never heard?
No, I'm saying that we couldn't hear you
Oh.
in the mic. All right, this question here from Idaho Kims. Sorry. Idaho.
It wasn't me. Is in there too.
Best Netflix original show or movie? So the best Netflix original movie would probably be by default Roma. Not default, actually.
Oh yeah, no.
I was gonna say no.
clear.
I was gonna say no. Beasts of No Nation.
Yeah, they've made some good ones, but I feel like the new Adam Sandler one, which I hear isn't bad with Jennifer Aniston, but
Okay.
that's mostly what we get from Netflix. You get because they have the contract with Sandler, and then you have stuff like, Bird Box, which was okay, but yeah, Roma, Beasts of No Nations are I think the clear standouts. Shows,
Stranger Things.
yeah, I mean it used to be House of Cards, but that kind of fell off.
Stranger Things is there. Well, that fell off in two ways.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
those later seasons with Spacey, when he was still considered a good guy, were bad. That show got really stupid. Stranger Things is a great show.
Yeah,
It's a show
Yeah,
that
it is.
I love season 2. I thought season 2 wasn't as good as season 1, but it was worthy of being called Stranger Things. But yeah, Netflix is, they're hit or miss. They make so much content that when you throw shit at the wall, sometimes it's going to stick. And
Oh, Narcos is a Netflix original too.
yeah,
Yeah.
Narcos is up there. Can you get closer to the mic? You put your
Narcos.
laptop on the table? Why are you holding it
I
like
don't know
that?
why I'm doing that.
Note steady. You live by note steady, you die by note steady.
This question here from Dogified Lyrics at Dogified.
Mm.
Bo, what's the longest period of time you've gone with talking to Aaron? You've gone without talking to Aaron.
Like in person?
Yeah, college,
Yeah.
Aaron went away to college, I didn't. But if he's talking about like recently, I don't know, sometimes.
A few days, maybe.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not a big texter.
No.
You know who I text the most? I think it might be Teddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we chop it up.
Not as much as we used to, but we had a chop up session the other day and it went too long, so I just stopped answering.
So I feel like that.
Because you double texted me. You
Yeah,
asked
the
me
most-
one question, then you asked me another one, and
I
I was
did.
like, I gotta cut him off.
We're more.
It's gotta stop.
We're more like kind of, I guess, business focused. Like, I'll record here, this, that, and then sometimes we get a little chummy. But then I realize, I think it's like a mutual thing where we both know. It's like, all right.
Well, you're
I'll
not a
see
big,
you- I'll
you're
see
not
you
a big
later.
texter either.
No.
So that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's perfect. So you want a movie? Yes? No?
Yeah.
Like there's nothing extra with Aaron. There's no emojis. Like when
I'm extra.
Well, it takes you fucking 5 texts to get like a thing down. With me and him, it's like, you want to go see, let's say, Toy Story. Say we go see Toy Story Saturday. Want to go see Toy Story? What time? 6 at this theater? Yeah, that's it. And maybe 2 hours later, you want me to drive or you? You,
Ted's like, wait a minute.
it's like, what Toy Story? What do you think?
Do I have to see the other ones?
What theater? What time? Can Elena come?
And then it always ends with I can't go.
Can we do
that,
tomorrow?
Either that or you'll give me all the information and I'll change it.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you don't show up. That's also happened.
My bad. I
Or
was
you
sleeping.
always show up late to the movies.
I make it though. Not late. I missed the credits.
No,
Not
Ted will
credits,
text us 5
the
minutes
previews.
into the movie and be like, just park. Do you want me to save you a spot?
And it's different too because we cut out like a lot of time with. We just get straight to the point. Teddy goes, "What do you yo first?
Oh, yeah.
Say what you want to say."
I'm a big yo. What's up? What's going on?
The conversation-
and then
yeah.
get into conversation.
You have to small talk with the yo. But now what you do is you yo and then you don't answer.
I don't yo first, and then not answer.
Oh, you yo.
If I
the other
yo,
day.
I'm-
you want me
I'm
to pull
answering.
up receipts?
Yeah, let me see receipts.
All right, here. I'll ask the next question. You guys discuss it. Here's Dan's question at Tweets by DM. Thoughts on who you guys would want to see as the new 007? Apparently, Richard Madden is the front runner once again.
That's who I want. I love Richard Madden.
Yeah, I feel like we
There's a moment in every. What is that?
007 just always pops its head up every now and then. It's like, oh,
Yeah, I feel like
remember
it's-
we're still
Yeah, I
looking
know.
for someone
We're
new.
We're still trying to find someone. They
Year's
come back like
2027. Still debating who the next Bond should be.
I wish it could be Idris Elba, but I wish he wanted to play it.
It's Matt. Yeah, I think Madden. He's kind of after Game of Thrones. He's kind of taken a couple steps towards like mainstream. Because what did he do? He did Bodyguard, won an Emmy, no Golden Globe, one of them.
He won something.
He was in Rocketman. Then
Friday, June 14th. Yo. I'm like, what up, dog?
yeah,
Why did you bug out on Nash about Jeremy Lin? I hate you. 3 hours later, what did I do?
That was me. I said yo.
Yes.
I initiated the yo.
You initiated. And I'm like, you text me yo and then don't say anything. I knocked, LOL. I just woke up.
Okay. So what's wrong with, I fell asleep.
Yeah, but you do that. Yeah, but
and he's doing a Marvel movie allegedly. So Richard Madden. I went back to what I was talking about before I was interrupted.
Was Robert Pattinson in the running for 007?
You actually did text me yo and then said two things that's on bumps and how is everything. That's a change.
He never answered.
I didn't answer. Robert Pattinson as 007, is that what you said? Was he ever considered?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Maybe he can double dip. 007.
Could you imagine?
The fucking internet would explode.
If he got both?
Yeah.
Good for him if he gets that. Well, he's not getting it.
I mean, I wish Elba would say, I'm gonna do one.
You can't do just one, though.
No, you can. Lazenby only did one. He's the only Bond to only do one.
Yeah, but for it to be good?
No, he says, I'm going to make one really good Bond movie. There's no prior universe. It doesn't connect to anything. It's just
Joker.
A classic spy movie.
It's just
right.
Bond.
Yeah. It's just a balls to the wall, 2.5 hours. Him
Bond
beating
doing his thing.
Exactly. And then calls it quits. Because he's older, Idris Elba. He's going to be 47 years old.
Have him die? Has Bond ever died?
Well, I think if you want to kill Bond, you do need a couple of movies then. Like
No.
Daniel Craig dying as Bond would be an interesting twist. Because those movies very much connect to the past movie.
Mhm.
There's like an arc in Daniel Craig's Bond. Elba just like beat the crap out of everybody. Cavill would be great. And it looks like he's not going to be busy with Superman. So,
You can't go wrong with either of them.
all right, this question here from Rena. I know you mentioned it a few times, but I'd love to hear more of your thoughts on My Hero Academia, favorite characters, favorite quirks, anything you are anticipating for season 4. Can you guys watch My Hero, man? You watched the first,
It's on
Hulu.
Yeah, I gotta finish that. I did like it.
Well, I wanted somebody to discuss it with, but thanks a lot. Where's Marissa? Favorite
Should I call
character. I'll just answer them quick. Favorite character would be All Might. Favorite quirk, All for One. Anything you are anticipating for season 4? Well, I still need to finish season 3. I've got like 5 episodes left.
Same.
But season 4, I want to see if Deku is using more quirks, because apparently in the manga he's using like 3 or 4 quirks. And
I
that'd be
heard
awesome.
like 5, maybe 6.
Well, you're gonna bash it.
I'm not bashing it.
Sounds like you are being a dick. It's a good show.
Yeah, okay.
It's a good show. All right, this question here from Chris Ehrman. Top 5 worst Twitter stan groups.
I don't know any really.
I'm not going to say any of
The BTS fan group is great.
No, don't.
They're fantastic. No, they're really good.
Okay.
Yeah, love them. They don't get too high, don't get too
No.
low.
Be careful what you say, Ted. Because we're trying to...
They're
You don't want
good,
that
yeah.
smoke with BTS, the Beehive,
I don't want any smoke.
Swifties.
It's the Bayhive.
The Bayhive. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Please.
It's the Bayhive.
Please don't attack me. I didn't
We'll
know.
give you
I'm
one.
learning. They're all great. All of them. So I stand.
Ariana
That's
Grande
what they
fans
say.
got
They're
really
really
bad.
good. Really good.
No,
Really
they
good.
got really bad at one point.
I swear to God, if they fucking attack us, I'm telling you, you don't want that fucking smoke.
You know, Eminem fans after he dropped that diss track.
Yeah, they're not that bad.
No,
Yeah, they are.
No, they're bad, but I don't fear them.
No.
No?
I don't fear the Eminem fans, no.
Nothing crazy like little kids with like Taylor Swift avatars just fucking jumping down your throat. Like mob after waves. It's like a fucking, what's that video game when the waves come at you? It's like that. So I
What game?
I'm really trying to think. What game is it?
I don't know.
Snowboard kids?
Maybe
There's waves coming at you? Is it a surfing game?
no, like waves of like enemies like try to kill you.
Oh, like zombies.
Yeah, and it gets harder. Maybe.
No, Gears of
so-
War?
Yeah.
Gears of War.
Yeah.
Zombies is like that too.
So
Zombies is weak, though.
yeah.
How many
enemy.
levels? Okay. This question here from Eddie G. Any fans of Christopher Hitchens in the house? Yes.
Hmm.
That will be the end of that. This one here from Henry Legolant. With your love of Game of Thrones, have you guys ever considered doing a Let's Play of the Game of Thrones video games? I'm guessing he's talking about the Telltale games.
I think
Did you ever play those?
a couple of them.
I never did.
It's weird. It's like you're I think it's the House Forrester or Foster, and you're part of the Red Wedding, and you kind of escape, and you have to deal with Ramsay and stuff.
That's pretty
What-
interesting.
Is it what console? Is it on PC or PlayStation?
No, it's you know the Telltale games?
I know an Xbox.
It's like you choose the decisions. It's like an
okay.
animated movie, and
Yeah,
it's
what's
like
that-
would
what's
you
that
like
movie?
to kill, like Bandersnatch? Yeah, it's kind of like that. And they do Batman games. They've done, I think they did Walking Dead for a
Yeah.
long time,
That's cool.
and they were supposed to do Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't think it ever came. I think they ran out of money. Actually, Telltale. I think they closed down.
Shame.
This question here from Brainless Steve. Will you be reviewing the Wheel of Time series on Amazon? Maybe. Wheel of Time is something that people have been telling me to read forever. But there's like 12 books. That's Robert Jordan, something like that.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many books, dude. There's like 12 books, and he died before he finished them.
Oh no.
I actually just bought Doctor Sleep on Audible.
Have you started it?
No, not yet.
Yeah, Robert Jordan.
Fucking 18 hours.
I just bought a book. It was Why We Sleep. It's like a book of like, sleep science, and I fell asleep listening to it. It's like maybe that's the point of the book.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yo,
Very relaxing narrator.
that's deep, man.
No, I didn't get into it though. But have you read Doctor Sleep?
No, I haven't
Heard
read
about
Dr.
it?
Sleep.
Anything?
I've heard about it, but yeah, I know it's.
Is there anything like The Shining? So I didn't look anything into Doctor Sleep at all. So
I really can't tell you.
Well, I think
know
Danny becomes an alcoholic like Jack. That's all I know.
Yeah, I know it stars Danny as an adult, and
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. I don't even know if Doctor Sleep is.
It's a fucking
You mean
badass
anything?
name.
Doctor Sleep.
What do you think that nickname would be best to attribute to somebody? Like what occupation?
Like in real life,
Yeah, like a fighter or like a basketball player? Like that's your nickname, Doctor
an
Sleep.
assassin.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's like night. He just puts people to sleep.
Like a fighter, Doctor Sleep, just fucking putting people to sleep.
Yeah, permanent dirt naps from Doctor Sleep.
Yo.
Yeah, boy. Set your ass down. This question here from Gabe at Azor, Ohio. Which would be each Nerd Soup's members? Which would be each Nerd Soup member's Hogwarts house? I think we've answered this before.
Yeah.
Ravenclaw for me. Ted's a Gryffindor.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron's Hufflepuff.
I think Nash joins me in there too.
Yeah, I think Nash is Hufflepuff as well. And Marissa is
Slytherin.
I've never heard a better
Ravenclaw.
house for Nash than Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff because of the name,
Hmm.
but Hufflepuff is kind of like
Dope.
Hufflepuff had Pattinson, didn't he? In Goblet of Fire.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Cedric Diggory
He's fucking nice.
is
That's a dope
one
name.
of the alt.
That is
Cedric
a fucking
Diggory.
love that name.
Yeah, that's a great name.
Marissa's probably a Gryffindor.
No, she's Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Yeah. Gryffindor is. There's a lot of fictional characters who are Gryffindor, but in terms of like real people, there's not a lot of Gryffindors that I know. Like Ted is definitely one.
Are all Slytherins bad people? I feel like Slytherin's kind of just
No,
like
Slytherin
cool,
is-
you know, like fucking.
They get a bad. They
Yeah.
get a bad rap because a lot of the bad guys came from Slytherin.
Yeah,
But,
no, it's just a bad seat.
I remember when I was
But
live.
Peter Pettigrew was.
When I was live
Gryffindor.
tweeting, like when I was first. This is early when I had my Twitter. I was watching Harry Potter's for the first time all the way through. And I think I tweeted it's like McGonagall's not taking no fucking chances when she put all House Slytherin in like
Yeah.
prison, pretty much.
She basically just suspended all of their rights as human beings. She's like, you're all arrested.
I'm
know
not
what?
playing this game with them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like fucking
no.
like I don't know. It's like what did I do?
Yeah, it's like
The fucking hat put me in here.
I'm the president of the entire class. Yeah, the hat did this.
I just realized that Harry Potter wanted all the smoke at all times.
Harry Potter, that's the greatest skill of Harry Potter as a character, is that he just never backed down from anybody. It didn't matter what situation, he was always ready to scrap.
I had some good jokes there. I gotta go back and revisit those. I
need
had
to
some
go
fucking
back and-
heat.
That's a deep cut, though.
Yeah,
This question here from Brando at Brando42. Any good Teddy stories
I
recently?
gotta find one of these.
Nah, I've been pretty good lately.
Come on,
Okay.
you gotta have something.
No.
Nothing?
This question here from Homero at Homero_. Can you please tell us one of your stoner stories? Well, you've
Oh.
never smoked weed, right?
No, tell them the story about the dancing baby, the garage baby, or the dumpster baby, whatever it was. When you guys
Oh.
were just sitting there cracking up on the TV.
Yeah, it's like a deep cut, but if any of you, there's an episode of Family Guy that was banned from television.
Yeah.
That Fox wouldn't let them air it, which is kind of ridiculous. It's the episode where Lois wants to have an abortion and Peter's against it. So the loading screen for the episode is like this little dancing embryo, and he would dance to the Family Guy theme, and every time it would like do the drop, he would do like this leg kick move where he'd suspend himself in midair and kick his legs twice. And me, Aaron, and Nash were watching this, stoned out of our minds. And every time this guy did a leg kick, we would lose it and just
Yeah.
start cracking up.
My
But-
jo-
He's got back to his jokes.
I wish I was there for
it's not
that.
that. I thought it was funnier. It was pretty creative. What's the guy's name? Crouch?
Grouch.
Yeah.
I said, this guy, Crouch, looks a lot like Hitler, the original You-Know-Who, which explains a lot. I may be connecting dots to something much bigger here. Could have been better. I thought it was funnier.
Wait, Voldemort's Hitler? That's so subtle.
Yo, wait, real quick. I saw a meme. I was like, who was the better villain? It was Voldemort and Thanos, and someone like commented, it was like Voldemort literally had the entire world not saying his name.
Yo,
You
dude,
couldn't mention this guy's name.
Harry Potter is the worst with me with favorite characters. There are like 4 that I love. It's Luna Lovegood, Snape, Dumbledore, and Voldemort.
I love Snape.
Snape's a great character. But Voldemort is...
He's a great villain.
He's one of the all-time great villains. Talk about a guy where he was used perfectly. When it was finally his time to like play, to come out of the shadows, he was awesome.
Oh, you think Marvel took like a page from Harry Potter? Because they did the same thing with Voldemort and Thanos.
Yeah, it is kind of similar. I think it might be more unintentional. Maybe not, actually. It's like, just keep him behind.
Keep him behind the scenes, and then
Yeah.
when it's his time to shine, it's his movie.
But the way that she established Voldemort in that first book, that you couldn't say his name. People were petrified of him. So what the fuck was he doing?
Remember when we were smoking with Stu and he kept falling asleep?
That's a good stoner story.
I'd be like, Stu. He'd wake up and then he'd rip it and pass it.
So we were in rotation. We were passing it around. Every time we got to Stu, I'd be like, yo, Stu. And he'd look up at me and wake up instantly. Take it, hit it twice, go right back to sleep. Like,
is it always? It's always 2 hits. Is it a minimum 2 hits and maximum 2 hits?
Well,
that's like back in the day.
2 hits is like accepted, socially acceptable.
Right.
That's if you're smoking.
If you go more than 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 hits though, is it?
If you go for a 3rd hit, it's like you do it once. Nobody's gonna look at you. You go for a 4th hit, you're getting eyeballs. Yeah. And somebody's saying, "Yo, pass that shit." I've never seen somebody take 5 hits.
That's unheard of.
Yeah, but I've seen 4.
I feel like I would go for the sneak. The sneak 4 or 5.
You know who used to do that? Nash.
He'd try and rub one out,
but
yeah. That came out so wrong.
The thing that I was going to say.
What if I pass on that weird fucking prick? I remember one time. This must have been like early college. When I came over here, like, all right, want to watch a movie? I'm like, yeah, and you put on Clockwork Orange, and I'm like, halfway through, I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
Wait, I did?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That's a fucked up movie to watch high.
Even sober.
Yeah, sober, but high, it's even worse.
Yo, Truman Show would be fucked up too.
Have you ever seen a great movie high, like in theaters?
So happy I haven't smoked in like years. Because I would have like a whole different perspective on like films. Like, it's like I think I know where he was going for there. It's like,
I'm thinking right now, if I can go see Endgame when they re-release it, I'm getting stoned.
Man, if I
might go drunk.
There's something about it's so funny how being drunk is socially acceptable in so many places, but at a movie theater,
no, they have bars at movie theaters now.
Yeah, I guess, but you don't get wasted, right?
No, I mean I wouldn't be like how we were in like Paranormal Activity.
Nash when we went to go see fucking.
That was just obnoxious.
Split.
Nash was lit at Split. Yeah, he was. I can't. Well, I guess in states where it's legal, somebody's got to open up the movie theater with weed. That's like a no fucking brainer.
Weed popcorn?
Yeah, weed popcorn. You could do all the weed candies. It's a fucking gold mine.
I would give every movie a 10. It'd be terrible.
That's what my aunt the other day, my brother-in-law goes, I mean, does weed really make things better? And my aunt was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it makes everything better.
Or I just get really scared and have to leave.
That's like doing shrooms. I heard to do shrooms, you got to be like in the right state of mind. Like you can't be messed up.
Well, I've read a book on psychedelics.
Mentally, that is.
Yeah. That there's like an underground community of spiritual guides who administer shrooms and LSD to you, but they're like professional psychiatrists and psychologists who studied this. So they try to give you
the right dosage.
Yeah, the right dosage. They try to figure out what's best for you. But I have a stoner story from the other day, actually, when I texted you, can you take me to Best Buy?
Yeah.
I was so high, so I didn't want to drive. So I'm like, yo, can you give me a ride to Best Buy? And he's like, yeah. And I just never answered him because I was so high that I just didn't even want to go anymore.
Completely change your mind.
Yeah.
I'm going to become a weed guy. I feel like weed guys have,
I can't wait. I'm going to end up doing it. I can't wait to do it.
I got the pen right there.
Nah, I can't do it.
I think last time
I can't risk it. I'm waiting for a job.
Last time I smoked, I think, was like in college, like early years. And this was like when the first like dabs were like a big thing, like wax.
Like, don't those fuck you up bad? Like, really bad?
I wish someone would have told me that. I'm like, nope, never again. I can't do this anymore.
That's what it is now, man. It's the oil.
It's like I did it once, and I was like, It's like, oh my god. And I finished it, and I was like, immediately, I'm like, yep, want this to be over. I'm gonna go sit in the corner by myself. No one bother me.
I think the story of me like wanting to leave where I was when I got stoned at my sister's and we were watching House, and
Sheesh.
I was like, House is a bad show to watch stoned.
No,
because
it's either like,
all
I think
these-
I could be.
It's gonna happen.
I
to
could
you.
be a doctor.
That's
I can see it happen
exactly
to you.
yeah, right. That was the arc of watching House was
Are you getting ready to leave? We're still going.
Getting close.
the arc of me watching House was I could probably do this.
Give me some scissors right now.
Give me some scissors. Just give me a couple of years in school. I could be this good. And then it became, oh my God, what if this happens to me? I hope there's a doctor out there like House who can save me. And then I just went into her bedroom and I just went to bed. I was like, I can't watch this.
Give me a month and some Adderall. I could be House for you.
The best House moment ever is when he goes to the children's office and he just diagnoses everybody in the waiting room. I love that scene. House is the man.
House used to be it used to be Fox used to.
It was
We
House,
had
man.
American Idol and House. That was a big. Our family fucking
That's fucking 2 hours of TV, family time.
yeah. Brought our family together, Fox. Now you're owned by
man, I
Disney.
had a good question here. All right, this is going to be the final question here from Nazir at It's the Brown Bear. Top 3 most formidable leaders in A Song of Ice and Fire lore.
Formidable leaders. Oh, let's see.
Well, leaders, it's tough because are you talking about military leaders or political leaders?
Tywin is definitely up there.
I guess who's got a combination of both?
Yeah.
I would go Tywin, Tyrion.
Yeah.
Actually, well, we're going all time, right?
Yeah.
Tywin, Bloodraven.
It's hard too because we only hear stories about like when you read the books. It's kind of they tell you about other people, but
It's like lore.
Well,
Yeah.
the Targaryens we kind of know.
yeah,
So Aegon the Conqueror would be my
He would
first.
probably be with the dragons
Yeah.
and
But he was a good king too. Aegon was a combination of, like Aegon was Tywin with more of a heart, but he was obviously much stronger than him.
Egg was a good king too.
Yeah.
I think.
And
Formidable.
Jaharis the second.
Formidable. I feel like who don't you want to see across the battlefield? Like, oh shit, we're going against the Lannisters today. We need to bring our A game.
Right.
No, I
yeah, I
wouldn't want
guess
the
it is
Starks.
formidable.
I feel like the Starks would grind everything.
Well, Daenerys.
Yeah.
Don't want to see her on the other side of the battlefield.
You want
She's
to
a
see her
problem.
above you.
Yeah.
She'd be a
I'd
problem.
say Stannis like in theory, but he just got fucking.
Yeah, Stannis was everybody was always telling us that he
Yeah.
was good.
That's true. He did.
Well,
he lost a few battles, didn't he?
Yeah, and he also held Storm's End during Robert's Rebellion, so him and Davos.
Yeah. When it doesn't stop talking about it.
He always talks about it, man. He always tells that story. All right, so we'll take one more. This question here from Rory Macmillan at Rory XY.
Like Rory McIlroy.
Yeah.
Are you excited about the Breaking Bad Jesse Pinkman movie? Who from the original cast do you see playing a major or cameo role? I'm very excited for it. And I just randomly watched like 10 episodes from season 3, and that show is flawless, dude. It's
so good.
so good, man. Even seeing the promo shot on Netflix where it's Walter White looking into the distance and Jesse behind him, they're just so good. And Bryan Cranston might be the best actor of all time. He really might be, man. What he did with that character. You can never mess up Breaking Bad.
That would be the only thing that would take take the excitement out of it, is if they mess it up. But I don't think they will. I wonder if it will like.
He had to have had an idea. Like, I don't think they.
Yeah, you don't go into that for money,
Yeah.
because he keeps
Yeah.
doing Breaking Bad.
Like, hey, Vince,
right.
we want you to do another one. What do you got? I
Yeah.
don't know. What if Jesse does this? I think
Yeah.
it's something where you
That-
got Better
that
Call
came from
Saul
him.
going,
He had it
and he's
planned
like,
out
"Hey, I got
before.
this idea for Jesse, and I think it'll be good." And AMC's like, "Yeah, do whatever the fuck you want."
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely came from him. I think Saul will play a role because
Yeah.
in Better Call Saul, they keep going. They jump past Breaking Bad and they show him what he's doing. So that might be the first person that he tries to find, because he knows about the dude that hides people.
Yeah.
He knows about Robert Forster's character. So I wonder if Forster comes back in that role. Yeah, I think Saul's going to be there. Obviously, Mike Gus dead. And I think Walter White in flashbacks.
I think they came out and said
Walt Jr.
he's
maybe.
gonna be in it.
Yeah.
What the fuck's her name?
Skyler.
Skylar. Yeah.
If they do flashbacks too,
Ted.
bring back Pollo Chicken.
She just married a Ted.
What?
Not you, Ted.
Oh.
You know what the worst scene in that whole fucking show is?
Seeing
I fuck
Gomez on
Ted.
the ground, dead.
No.
I
fuck
cried.
Ted's great.
I almost cried when I saw
Breaking Bad
Gomez.
memes are so fucking funny when they had like the little comic book, but they were poorly drawn. and it's like say dada, and the baby's like I fucked Ted.
I fucked that. Yeah.
Or it's like say dada, and it's like mama. It's like Todd, I have another shot for your uncle.
Job for your uncle.
But no, the worst scene is when Skylar sings "Happy Birthday, Mr. President" to
Yeah,
Ted.
that's cringe.
What is that?
Oh
cringe.
my god, makes my fucking skin crawl. It's because I just hate when people like sing in shows, which is weird because I like when it's good. It's probably my favorite aspect of some movies, but it's just like, and everyone else around them, and it's just silent. There's no music in the background.
Yeah, she's like trying to do it all like kind of sexy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no.
Like, I watch, like, Twin
He
Peaks.
reminds me of Fergie.
Watching
doing
Twin
national
Peaks.
anthem.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is.
I'm watching Twin Peaks right now, and Leland breaks out singing. I'm like,
Yeah, but that's like funny.
yeah. This is like, oh my God.
What is Leland singing again?
He sings a couple.
He's like
songs.
yippity doo dah or something.
Yeah, he
something
always says-
stupid. Yeah.
He always has something on the deck, and yeah. So I hate that scene and everything else.
What's harder to watch, that or Shireen burning in Game of Thrones?
Shireen burning.
That's more like
I think the
It's a kid.
Skylar scene is harder to watch.
No, her burning was. I couldn't watch it at the fast forward. That was horrible to watch.
yeah. That's more like just like oh what the like crazy.
like really.
This is just like stop singing.
I think I hate that more. It's like the scratching on the chalkboard.
Imagine like that's
Nothing
what
worse
eighth
than
grade
that.
was. Eighth grade like that Skylar scene throughout a whole movie, but it was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, right, exactly. Because that's what 8th grade was.
Yeah.
Looking back on it, you just think with cringe.
Ugh, that was a fucking mess in eighth
Except
grade.
if you were Teddy.
Oh yeah.
Ted never had a bad grade.
8th grade was probably my worst grade.
Braces, fucking
No,
sweating all the
That
time.
was 9th grade for me. That was horrible. Braces.
Ugh, God, remember that?
Never
Yeah.
had braces.
You're lucky.
I would pop one of those things off like once a week, and I had to go back to the orthodontist to put it back on.
First day off braces, I got the retainer on the bottom of my teeth. I bit into an apple, broke it.
All right, everybody, that's the Nerd Soup podcast for today. Thank you for joining us. Went a little long today, but, we had some good questions, good topics.
Is this one making it out?